and welcome to another one of my vlogs. It's usually called Coach on the Couch, but the couch is back there, and I can't be on the couch, unfortunately, with the lovely Julie Clark here, because we are currently in lockdown. So even though she's actually just downhill from me in not so sunny Whitstable today, we have to be on Zoom. So welcome and thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me here.
It's so exciting. So if you do not know the lovely Julie, and I do certainly post lots or repost lots of her stuff, she is a world-class nutritional therapist. She is one of my bestest biz buds. We are, like I said, lucky enough to live near each other in sunny Whitstable. We both attend the Kensal Choir, so we like to fill our souls as well as our bellies and our muscles with all sorts of lots of lovely stuff. And we both like a bit of woo. So that's our that's our linking bits and pieces. Yeah, look, she's got a lovely tree there. I love that tree. It does. Do you know what? The video doesn't do the colours of that tree justice, actually, does it? It's so lovely. So without further ado, because actually Julie and I could take up your entire day just talking about the things that we've got in common, so we will just get on with it. So my first question, I put little bunnies around it, to Julie is, and forgive me, my notes are all down below me, so if you see me, my eyes drop down, that's what I'm doing. Is to Julie that I want her to tell us about her journey through, spoiler alert, ill health, to get to where she is right now. Before she tells us that, I wanted you guys to know that the reason that I do what I do, and I suspect it's the same for Julie, is that we want to help people that have either gone through this, or we want to prevent people from even having to feel like this in the first place. So before I spoil anything else, I'm going to send you over to Julie.
I love that. Yeah, preventing people going through it in the first place. So I always get a little bit nervous when I'm about to tell my story, because, as you know, I usually get really emotional. And I can't get my words out. I'm like, okay,
feel free to cry.
I said that last time, I'm not going to cry, and then I cried a lot. So yeah, so I became a nutritionist after having chronic fatigue in my early 20s. And there was lots of things that led to that point. But one of the things I realised, I think, is that obviously I discovered that food is medicine, but I also learned a lot about myself. I'm very driven, but to the point where I can be a classic case for burnout. So most of my clients that I see are this like type A personality. They're very driven, they're very competitive, they're overachievers. And so when you've got a combination of trying to overachieve, so I was working in the construction industry, so this was back in the 80s. I'm very small and I was blonde. I don't know what's happened. But I was working on construction sites where it was really stressful. I would often get comments like, "Did your dad bring you to work today?" Those sort of things. There were no women on site in the 80s, or very few, and if there were, they were tend to be secretaries. So my solution to that was to work really hard, because I felt like I had to prove myself. So when I had this crash of health, I just didn't see it coming. I just thought, you know, everyone around me said you're working too hard, but I never saw it coming. So after being backwards and forwards to the doctor, not really understanding what was going on, I read a book by a nutritionist called Patrick Holford. He's written loads of books, amazing role model for the nutrition world. And then I went to see a nutritionist, and it was so life-changing. But I remember thinking, why don't we know this? I even said this to the nutritionist. I wasn't eating a bad diet, but my diet was Weetabix for breakfast, sandwich for lunch, pasta for dinner, cake in the afternoon, you know, the normal things that we would have. And so I then went on to study a degree in nutritional medicine. But the whole time I was doing that, my thought was, I just want other people to know about this. And that's been my 20 years now. I've been wanting to just tell people all this stuff that I now know. I just feel that people should know it.
That's incredible. I know that we've shared lots of stories together, but just the complete difference. I literally cannot picture you in the corporate world, in construction, doing all that, to you now. It's just incredible. But I'm sure that there's lots of people out there that can really relate to that. So it's amazing, fantastic. My second question to you, or well, it ends up more like a statement, is that for me personally, I feel that we should be able to get our vitamins and minerals from the food that we eat. And I suspect partly that this is Julie's view as well. However, there may be lots of lovely ladies of a certain fabulous age, like we are heading up towards now, that may be looking towards supplements. So if that is something that would help them, what would you recommend?
Okay, so there's a lot to answer in that question. I'll try and do it as concisely as possible. So having been on this journey that I've been on, and recognizing that food is medicine, yes, there's so much about your health is dependent on what you put in, and obviously that means your food and drink. But there are certain times in your life, and the fact that we're all mostly living in stress. The time, even if we don't feel stressed, we actually live in a stressful environment, just the way that our lives are set up. And that puts a high demand for nutrients on our bodies at the same time that nutrient levels are lowering in the food. So if we look back to the 1920s and we look at the nutrient content of soil and then things like carrots, potatoes, there's a massive difference between the amount of things like zinc, chromium, magnesium in those foods compared to now. It's a massive drop-off. And it's because of the way that we've changed our farming methods, the way that food is transported from across one side of the world to the other, that affects the nutrients. And then we put that food into a system that is under stress, has a high demand. Our digestive system can't necessarily take in what it needs, because when we're stressed, that doesn't work properly. So actually, supplements can be really helpful, but only in conjunction with a good diet, not a substitute for it. But yeah, there are times in life where our need increases, like during pregnancy. We know our need increases for kids when they're growing and developing. When we're going through perimenopause, menopause, definitely our need for certain nutrients increases. So when it comes to advising supplements, I always prefer to do it on a one-to-one basis, because it is very personal, and I often run tests so I can see what people's nutrient levels are, so I can see if they're deficient. I said this was a big question, didn't I? But I think the most important supplements for women of a certain age, as you're saying, is to have a good multi. And a good multi does not come from Holland & Barrett, Sainsbury's, even Boots. It has to be a good quality. I can't go into all of that now, because I'll take up all of Catherine's time. And yeah, so a good multi, an omega-3, so your essential oil, and a probiotic. That would be my three that I would recommend.
That's amazing. Yeah, no, it is amazing. But I love that. Mark and I recorded a vlog the other day, and again, most of it came down to individuals. So it was never kind of a one size fits all. We were, always looking at how that individual as a whole works. It's not just sort of like not just a section of them as well. So
yeah, it's so true. When you're talking about supplements, you can have too much of certain supplements, and supplements can also interfere with medication. So if I'm going to recommend supplements to someone, I have to know their full case history. I have to know what their medications are and everything in order to do it properly.
Yeah. No, interesting though that they've got their place. I love that. Thank you very much. And so now, personally, for you, because I know that you like to sort of tap in, if you'll pardon the pun, into lots of different things to help yourself on a either daily or weekly basis. What are your non-negotiables for your health and your wellness? Not necessarily just nutrition as a whole.
Yeah, so my absolute non-negotiable that I have to have every day is 10 minutes of me time, and it has to be quiet time. So at the moment, if I have to leave the house or go into the garden in order to do that, then that is what I do. If I have to tell everybody I'm going into the bathroom and I'm locking the door and I'll be there for 10 minutes, that's what I need to do, because my the way that I process things, and everybody's the same, we have the way that our brain works, we have all this paperwork that's chaos everywhere that needs filing, and we can't put it in the right space in our brain if we don't have quiet time. So for me, that's non-negotiable. Quiet time, I have to have it, and if I don't, I know the effects. I can feel it, and it comes out in the way that I react to things. That's my main one. Every day, 10 minutes. Out of how many minutes in a day? It's not much, is it? 10 minutes.
No. So simple. And I missed out at the beginning of this. Julie's a gymnast, a real gymnast, a medal winning gymnast. so you'll be pleased to know that as well as all the nutrition she puts into her body, she definitely she looks after that physical being really, really well.
I mean, with the gymnastics, obviously I can't do that at the moment, and I really miss it. So I've taken up running, which I don't really like doing, but it's given me something to do. But I remembered something way back that I can, when you practice something, you visualize it, the muscles and everything, the muscle memory kicks in. So I realized that I need to do gymnastics in my head. So if you're doing anything, or if you've got an activity that you're missing and you can't do right now due to lockdown, if you do it in your head, your body thinks you're doing it for real.
That is a fantastic tip for now and always. If you want to get better at something, and because clearly you can't do that all of the time, visualizing you can just do any time. What a great tip. That's amazing. So tell us, because I know that you are certainly not bored in lockdown and just busy decluttering the house, or plowing your way through Netflix, whatever that is.
Yeah.
What are you doing? This might be the longest section. What are you doing right now?
Yeah, so it's so is this our 5th week of lockdown? I've totally lost track of time. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know, right? I don't know. It's like, what day is it? It might not be Saturday when you watch this, but yeah, it's like, what day is it? How many weeks is it? So initially, I thought, oh my God, the kids are going to be at home now. I've realised that I'm someone who needs a plan, but my kids don't need a plan. So I'm a plan person. No one else in my family is. So that I realised that pretty quickly. But yeah, my whole being went into, right, I've got all these tools that can help deal with this current situation. What can I do to help? So I ended up writing a lockdown survival plan, which is called the food survival plan, but it's way more about other stuff as well to do with your mental health. But I did that after writing stuff for my own family. So I thought, I don't want us to have to go to the shops very often, and I want us to be able to boost our immune system. I thought, I know how to do that. So I wrote this plan so that we only had to go to the shops once every 2 or 3 weeks. And then I thought, actually, I need to get this out and help people. So that was the first thing I did.
Yeah, so it's brilliant. I'll use that as a link into what I've stolen off of you. So everybody that listens to or watches the vlog knows that each of my guests that I invite on here, I tend to try and steal something of theirs to put into my membership group, into the Vitality Rooms. And Julie is of no exception, and it made it really easy because we share our website man. So actually I just told him to move it into mine. And it was Julie's 7-day reset plan that she runs for people once or twice a year, and it's just amazing. So when so that's in my Vitality rooms, so yeah, check that out. So when Julie came to me, was talking about the lockdown plan, it was like, well, I know, I didn't even need to look at it, to be honest. I know that it would be comprehensive and brilliant and easy to do. I use so many of your recipes every single day. Yesterday, I made your coleslaw. I'd never even thought about making my own coleslaw before, and it was something on your Instagram, wasn't it, or something that you were just randomly whipping up for a barbecue last summer, I think. And I was like, oh, so they are so, I mean, all your recipes are so simple to follow. They're just brilliant. So I mean, it was a no-brainer for me. We'll make sure definitely the link that it will be somewhere around here. And as Julie said, definitely not just for lockdown, it's forever. Definitely, it's a great plan. And if it means I only have to go shopping once every 3 weeks, hallelujah.
Well, if you think about the two most important things right now are limiting our interaction with people, so that reduces our exposure to the virus, and the supermarket is where at the moment the most people are that we're going to come into contact with, and we need to make sure that our internal health, our immune system is working properly, so if we did get exposed to this virus, that I always call it a fan. It's like your fan is spinning really fast so that it just bats away anything coming at you. And that's because your energy's up, your immune system's up, you're nourishing yourself. And that's what that is all about. But it's all so easy because I don't have time to faff around and do, you know, gourmet food. This is family stuff. My kids, 8 and 10 years old, eat all this stuff. So yeah, it's easy. I don't have any fancy equipment. It's a normal family kitchen that I do all this stuff in.
Yeah, I love that idea of the fan. I was walking around Tesco. Other supermarkets are available the other day, and I mean, I hate shopping anyway. I am exceedingly miserable that I can't do online shopping. And then all the other stuff on top of it. So I had my earphones in, and I was singing to the Foo Fighters. I don't think any other bands are available. They're just the best. And I felt like I was glowing. I felt like I was really picking my vibe up, and I felt like anything that was going to come and try and attack me, any viruses that were coming at me, they were just going to bounce off. And that's how I felt. I probably look like a complete loon, but I think probably our local stores are fairly used to me dancing and singing around them. So, standard.
You know what? Dancing and singing is such a fantastic way to raise your energy. And when your energy's up, your immune system is up. When we're in fear, it lowers our immune system and leaves us exposed to things. So yeah, singing around the supermarket, I can't think of anything better to get your fans spinning fast and to actually do that. I love that. I think that is brilliant.
Oh, I love that. I'm thinking about that fan all of the time. That's fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, now you've also got me involved in something else this week, or this lockdown. What's that?
Oh, I'm so incredibly excited about this. I feel like I want to get up and just so off the back of doing the lockdown plan, again, I was thinking, right, how can I help? I've got like a group that I run for mums called Get Back to You, and a lot of the mums in there were really spiraling into anxiety and just getting overwhelmed, trying to homeschool and everything. And I could just see the pattern generally amongst my audience of what was going on. And I just thought, me knowing that I've got these tools and being over here being all calm and serene about everything, I thought, again, how can I help? And then I had this idea for this family wellness summit. And I thought, I'm just going to get all these amazing people that I know together to give people or families just really simple tools so that they can manage their physical, emotional and mental health during lockdown and beyond, to be honest. And as you know, Catherine, because you've seen the list of speakers, just honestly, I'm so excited because it's going to be amazing, and it's just a free event. So you can just go in, see the speakers, get the tools. There's so many. It is all simple, and it's going to make a huge difference to anybody who is rocking in the corner right now. And feeling like a failure, which is the word I've heard a lot amongst mums that I deal with. I just feel like I'm failing my kids. So yeah, we're going to come in and put a big blanket around you and just give you some help. Yeah, just I'm so proud of what's been pulled together and everybody on it.
It is absolutely credible. Remind us of the dates.
So it's the 5th to the, is it the 5th to the 7th of May?
5th to 7th, yeah.
Yeah, it's a week on Tuesday. So the event runs over 3 days. It's virtual. So when you sign up, I will send you the links for the various speakers. And yeah, it's just going to be amazing. We have a Facebook group, so you can go in and speak to some of the people. We have some amazing experts in their field. So if you are having total anxiety, or you've been in trauma, you've been infected some way, on the grief side of it, or anything, we've got people that can help you. So yeah, it's going to be amazing.
You really have kind of covered all aspects of it. It's really, it's absolutely incredible. It's just for me, I mean, it's going to be really exciting. Even if, to be honest, even if you're not a parent, the tools that you're going to be able to get out of all of those people are absolutely incredible. And if you are watching this past the event, I know that all of these people will be linked, no doubt, on both of our social media and things. And I know that Julie's going to be videoing or recording all of them, and I've no doubt that they'll all be sent out, and people will use bits of their information. So if this is past the event, you're listening and watching this past the event, don't feel like you've missed out on anything. I'm absolutely sure that all of the information that these amazing people will be giving out will be still available somewhere. So do reach out and try and get hold of that.
Yeah,
because
we don't know, like this situation, we don't know how long it's going to go on for, and I think the uncertainty is the thing that's making people anxious. And so having those tools, like you said, it you know, in a week's time is going to be great, but even if you access it, you know, in a month or two, then, and it helps you, then what a gift for all of us as a collective of 14 you know, experts in our field to give to everybody. And so that's why I feel so proud. I've got this most amazing feeling inside to do this. And the last time I had that feeling so strong was when I wrote my book on baby-led weaning. So I just thought, this is going to help so many people. I have that same feeling at the moment.
Oh, it's quite right too. It really is going to help so many people. And so my last prod for you on helping so many people, because again, when you do that helping feeling is going to be bursting out of your chest. Will you tell us about the last thing?
What's the last thing?
The last, your new upcoming, am I allowed to talk about it?
Oh,
membership?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can mention it. I've been so busy doing the other stuff. It's yeah, I decided to put together a bit like Catherine's doing with Vitality Rooms. It's a membership for children's health. So healthy kids, happy parents. So again, because I've spent the last 20 years working with families and things, I so often get told by the parents that I just want the best for my child, just want them to be healthy, but they won't do this and they don't do that. And just being able to put those tools in a place so that you know how to support your child's immune system, how to get them to eat their vegetables, how to deal with the mental side of it, of health. It's just all in one place. So yeah, the details are still a bit scratchy at the moment because it's being brought together, but yes, that is coming very soon.
It's insanely exciting. I say so often, I wish that I had the tools that I have now to get through our version of modern life. I wished I'd had them sort of a lot sooner. And whatever their modern life's going to look like, you've just got you've just got no idea. So if they've got all this already running in the background, that they don't even think about drawing on things like meditation, or I know that lovely Charlie's been teaching tapping. I didn't tell you, and this is relevant for everybody. Kitty had a toothache the other day, and so that's when I asked for the link for the tapping video. So she watched that, and that really helped with her toothache. And I came to her the day after. I was taking myself off to bed. I had a horrible tummy ache. I'd eaten too late. It was my fault. And immediately she said, "Oh, mummy, why don't you do some tapping? That will help."
Yes,
I know, right? And I was like, well, winning. And I didn't even think about that. And that was the first thing that she said to me. So yeah, so if we can make sure that they've got that just in them already, and they automatically draw on that without having to think about it, it's going to be so valuable.
So valuable. I think, you hit on something there about the way, the environment that our kids are growing up in at the moment, the mental well-being, and we know that, the gut to brain connection is key. So what we eat has an impact, but what we think. I like the term, your word is your wand. I do that with my kids quite a lot, so that they speak what they want into existence, and so they're careful about what they say. Yeah, but if I could have had the tools that I'm giving my children when I was younger, then I wouldn't have gone through that chronic fatigue situation. And then what happened, although I still say that's the greatest gift I was given, to be ill, because it led me to where I am now.
Yeah. No, I've got the same sort of story and exactly the same feelings about it, definitely. But yeah, no, that's fantastic. We really could just talk forever and ever and ever, but I really do feel like we'll just have to do it again and again. We'll just have to have lots and lots of vlog episodes. But for now, thank you so much for coming to join me on my vlog. And again, if you are interested in finding out more about Julie, I will make sure that there's always links on my social media to her page. I'm always sharing her stuff. We are definitely coming from the same page all of the time. And obviously, I like I said, I've stolen her recipes and things and put them into Vitality Rooms so that they can help you guys as well. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing right now, whether you're in lockdown or beyond, I hope you are very well and you are able to take some tools from this to make you even better. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, Catherine. It's always a pleasure. Anytime.
Wonderful. Take care. See you soon. Bye.